There is someone in your life right now whose true character you have completely misread. And the worst part? They haven't lied to you once. Everything they've shown you is real. It's just not everything. After this video, you will never have to wonder again. You'll know exactly how to read anyone before they decide to show you who they really are. Here's what most people don't understand. Character doesn't hide, it performs. And performance always has gaps. 8 behaviors, no guessing, just the science of what those gaps reveal. Behavior 1. How they treat people who can't do anything for them. Watch someone with a waiter, a cashier, someone they'll never see again with zero influence over their life. When there's nothing to gain from kindness, the default behavior surfaces, the real one. A person warm to those above them and dismissive to those below isn't kind, they're strategic. The warmth is a tool. The contempt is the truth. Character shows in how you treat someone the moment they stop being useful. Behavior 2. Whether they keep their word when it becomes inconvenient. Anyone can follow through when it costs nothing. The real test is when something changed. It's harder now. It costs time or comfort. Do they still follow through? Integrity is not about intention. It's about what you do when intention meets inconvenience. A person who breaks commitments the moment they become costly is telling you exactly what your trust is worth to them. Behavior 3. How they handle being wrong. This separates people faster than almost anything else. When corrected, do they update or do they deflect, minimize, and shift blame to protect their image? Saying I was wrong without making it someone else's fault requires a security in yourself that cannot be faked. Pay attention to someone who has never admitted fault, to you or to anyone else. That's not confidence. That's fragility wearing a confident face. Behavior 4. What they do with other people's secrets. You told them something private. Watch. Does it stay where you put it, or does it surface elsewhere, framed as concern, as context, as something they happened to mention? How someone handles what they've been trusted with reveals whether trust is something they value or something they collect and spend. A person who cannot hold your private information cannot hold you. Behavior 5. How they behave when they're losing. Anyone can be gracious when they're winning. Watch someone handle a loss, a rejection, an outcome they didn't want. Do they accept it? Or does it become blame on others, on circumstances, on everything except the actual reason? How someone loses tells you exactly what they'll do with power when they have it. Stay here, because behavior 6 looks like one of the most admirable qualities a person can have. That's what makes it so easy to miss. Behavior 6. Whether they tell you hard truths or just truths that benefit them. I'm just being honest. Someone has to tell you. But honest for whose benefit? Does their honesty consistently land on things inconvenient for you while staying silent on things inconvenient for them? Real honesty costs something for both people. If someone is only ever honest when it costs them nothing, that is not honesty. That is selective disclosure used as a tool. Behavior 7. How they respond to other people's success. Watch the face when good news arrives about someone they compare themselves to. Is the congratulation full and immediate, or does it arrive half a second late with a quiet qualifier? Jealousy is one of the least controllable emotions. It shows before people can compose themselves. A person who cannot genuinely celebrate someone close to them winning is revealing a zero-sum relationship with the world, where your gain is at some level always their loss. Behavior 8. How they treat themselves when no one is watching. The way someone speaks to themselves in private tells you what they believe about their own worth. A person who is patient and fair with themselves can extend that to others. A person who is brutal with themselves will eventually direct that same standard at the people around them. Self-relationship is the template. Everything else is built from it. Character is not a single moment. It is a pattern. One difficult day defines no one, but a consistent pattern across situations, across pressure, across the small moments when nothing is at stake. That is the truth. You don't need to judge. You only need to see clearly. Watch the small moments. They are always the honest ones. Which of these 8 made you think of someone? Drop the number in the comments. And if this gave you language for something you've been observing for a while, send it to the person who needs to see it.